Greetings, beautiful nerds. Welcome to our 15th session of our mini-series, Our Flag Means Doom, exploring the homebrew world of Odromia. Look at these beautiful faces of the people that I get to play with in this game. They are terrific. Their heroes that they play are also just really, really, really damaged people. And we love them. Just a lot of emotional damage just all around. But who better to introduce themselves and their emotional damage than this lovely cast? Starting with Seth.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Seth, and I am playing Hatch, the one-armed lizard werewolf. And you can find me on TikTok at Noctopus and on Instagram and Threads at noc.topus.
Andy?
Hi, everybody. I'm Andy. I go by ValveMax010 on all my socials, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. And I am returning to play a Elephant Man. I tried to do something funny like Seth did. It didn't work. But I'm playing Brash Briggs.
You're playing the Elephant Man?
Yes. I'll just go ahead and change my character sheet. No, I'm playing Brash Briggs, first mate of the HARETRIGGER. Pleasure to be here. Let's get into it.
Excellent. Kelsey!
Hello, everybody. I am Kelsey, and I am playing the reason the term breed like rabbits was coined. Her name is Captain Blanche Foret. You can find me at Farm Grown Nerd on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch occasionally.
Why are all the rabbits in this campaign so goddamn horny?
Am I wrong?
Right. No, you're not even a little bit. Emma!
Hi, I'm Emma. You can find me just as Emma because using usernames confuses me. But I'm playing Pandora, the necromancer / warlock extraordinaire. Her emotional damage is she is definitely 100% a narcissist, but she's working on it. A narcissist with an identity crisis. So that's a lot of fun.
I mean, the first step to, realizing you have a problem is admitting it, so...
True.
Yeah.
True. Doing anything about it? Questionable.
We'll see. And of course, as always, I am your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and the provider of all that emotional damage, Andy, aka Mr.DanDyDM, and I can be found on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, etc. If you are looking for these stories in particular, then you are probably on YouTube, and you are in the right place, because that's where they exist. If you happen to come across this episode, and you enjoy it, please consider catching some of the other shows like Shadows of Ashkelon and The Survivors of Ashkelon. I will put a plug in here for Shadows of Ashkelon because we actually just had a new cast member join us last night. And we are very excited to have Janelle, aka Boss Jellybean, joining us to play her lovely, lovely Leonin character who has just so much chaos. It's great. We do, of course, appreciate all of you who have liked and subscribed thus far. And now that we have got our introductions out of the way, let us dive into our 15th episode of Our Flag Means Doom. Captain Blanche, you and Hatch are once more in the streets of Salamet. You look behind yourselves and find the tower completely gone. This tower, this place where you saw strange robed figures, and one in particular that encouraged you to look through a telescope at the pinnacle of the tower, from which you observed a celestial event, an object traversing the sky. And upon exiting the tower, it vanished. apparated into thin air and is gone. Hatch, Blanche, what thoughts are racing through your mind in this moment as you find yourselves once more in the streets of Selamet, having just experienced this moment?
There is a part of me that just, we're gonna wash our hands of this one. We've unlocked a lot of doors, and I think maybe we'll just keep this one closed. And there's a lot of people in the world. I think I'm okay with leaving this one to maybe another party.
I'm not entirely sure Blanche is of a different mind. Like, the both of them turn around and think, nope.
All of a sudden, Captain, I don't know if I feel too much like going to the lizard races.
Oh, really? Shoot, Don. Where else do you want to go?
I don't know, but away from here. No reason, just away from here.
Agreed. Food?
Food.
Food.
Sounds delicious.
Agreed.
As you sort of have this very sort of like, I'll say stunted conversation, because both of you are sort of thinking the same thing at the same time, and you are just like, oh, that was interesting. Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Food? Pack that one way down.
Because we don't have time to unpack all of that.
Yes. As you find yourselves wandering, I believe we were in the Dune Crest area. We were in Middlemire when we were walking through. As you sort of like take in the surroundings, there is definitely sort of the sound just of a bazaar like further east.
Probably something good there.
Sounds fair to me. As long as we can make it back to the crew before nightfall.
What time of day is it?
It is a little past afternoon, or middle of the day.
Oh, it's noon, Captain. We have plenty of time. I think we can even do a little bit of window shopping if the mood strikes.
Shopping?
Yeah. Yes.
She's just laughing. I was expecting a slightly different reaction. Don't worry about it. Let's just go get something to eat.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
She said, shopping?
Oh.
And did the whole starry-eyed look like.
I think normally that would probably give me cause to pause. But, yes. Yes, shopping, I think, sounds fine. Don't tell Dora that I said that.
Tell Dora you said what? It'll be our little secret.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're proceeding in the direction of the sounds of the bazaar and the shopping area. As you begin to make your way down this one particular road, you are approaching a bazaar, and as you approach, the smells of just different cooked vegetables, smoked meats, the air is thick with spices and just food preparation in general. You begin to see the first a food cart that a vendor is selling their wares out of, and you see this is just like a hub. It's almost like some companies do a bunch of food trucks in a center, or a town will do a food truck night. This is basically what this is, and you sort of see all of these different foods sort of arrayed around you.
Anything strike your fancy, Captain?
Everything.
Can you hone in on anything?
I don't know. Wherever she smells like steak, I guess, coming from.
Okay.
My treat.
So, In terms of the different foodstuffs that you see sort of available to you, there is one food truck that is called Munchie Minis, and you see just all sorts of all sorts of different like charcuterie foodstuffs, like very much just your dried like baguette with like a bunch of different cheeses and little vegetables and meat pieces, definitely some steak probably thrown on there, but also some chicken, and just a mixture of different fruits and veggies that you see. Across the way, there's this place called A Dwarven Feast, with they're selling like beer glazed onions and salt pork. And you see across from there, there is another place that is selling oxtail and sausages. I know I have succeeded when I see like just people just nodding and just being like, and now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole area is sort of replete with all manner of different foodstuffs. All of them. There is also there's also like hot pies being sold. Different. There's also a dessert section that is just selling like different kinds of fruit pies. All manner of different kinds of like rhubarb and apple, and just it is truly delicious. Then there's this one place that's selling just very much just soup in a bread bowl.
Panera.
It's actually pretty good.
No, it's actually just Pan's Era.
Pan's Era. I don't know about you, Captain, but the glazed onions sound pretty good to me.
Oh, those do sound good, don't they? Let's go give that a try.
I could use lots of meat on a plate is kind of the vibe I'm in for right now.
Agreed.
Which vendor are you approaching?
That was the Dwarven. This is like the second or third one you mentioned.
Dwarven Feast, beer
Dwarven
glazed
Feast.
onions and salt pork. All right. Basically, it's kind of like almost a Philly cheesesteak vibe, in terms of how it's prepared. Like it's like a baguette with like just beer glazed onions, and by that I mean like glazed onions that are that have been prepped in different kinds of beers to give it like different tastes. There's some IPA, there's also some Miller Lite, etc. And then of course there's just you can actually get them to do it the salted pork however you wish, whether it's very thick slices or just very thin slices with different condiment or different toppings that you can add. You see, there are two dwarves there who are sort of administering and selling. There is a male dwarf. He's short, very short, dyed red hair and gray eyes. He has smooth, sunburned, brown skin. He has a very like square build to him, but he has a soft, pretty face with a very long mustache. He very much looks like a very hipster dwarf. And he is fidgeting constantly as he's sort of like chopping up different meats, and he's tossing up like different sandwich things together. The other dwarf looks to be of a hill dwarf. The other one's a mountain dwarf, but this one's a hill dwarf. She has very long, wavy silver hair, shaved on the left-hand side, and very blue eyes. She has silky brown skin, and she's actually much taller than the other dwarf, and she's very sharp and a very prettyish face, and she is sort of whistling sort of a dwarven tune as you approach.
That's a beautiful tune. Mind if I ask what it is?
Oh, Oh, thank you very much. Yes. It's just a song from Thunderrule. My parents taught me when I was a wee one.
Well, you whistle it marvelously. My dear captain here and I were hoping for quite a bit of food.
All she sees is a little.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. You were talking.
Oh, just enough to, maybe enough to forget the rest of the day, maybe.
Oh, it
Mind-altering amount of food.
It sounds like you've had a bit of a day already then.
Oh,
That's a word for it. And all she sees is like a little pink nose just sniffing along the edge of the table.
just popping right up above the.
You hear sort of the male sort of grumbling behind the counter as he's just sort of like, you hear him chopping things, and like you see the stray vegetable just suddenly appearing over the top of the counter as suddenly like all of these foodstuffs are just sort of very in like a flash of speed just being prepared. The female dwarf looks at you, Hatch, and says, "Okay, that will be 5 silver pieces."
Is Blanche sufficiently distracted by the food?
She isn't paying attention to squat. She's
Cool. I, as subtly as I can, put a gold piece down and slide it over. And I just slide it over, look her dead in the eye, and just like shake my head. Just don't say anything. Just take it.
The dwarf takes it and puts it in her cleavage, and she makes the coin disappear. She like looks down at the smaller dwarf. He ching 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 ching. Like it's very much like Benihana up in here. It's like
oh, he does the onion volcano, right?
Yeah, and then
hell yeah.
choo choo.
And he deposits this massive log of a sandwich just on, and then he just like, and just cuts it in two with a very large, almost a sword, and it sort of separates, and just the juices just begin to spill out of the sandwich onto, and then he just like very, and then he takes this like wax paper and just rolls it up into rolls the sandwich up into the wax paper, and then hands it or pushes it, and then the dwarven female then says, "Thank you so much for your generosity," and she hands it both. The sandwich is almost as big as your head, or no, it's as big as your head, Blanche. This is a massive sandwich.
Awesome.
And Hatch, she hands it to you, and she winks and says, "Thank you very much. That's very generous."
Have a wonderful day.
Oh, certainly. You as well. I hope it gets better for you.
Well, this'll help.
Don't forget to come back to a Dwarfine Feast if you ever feel the need for nourishment in the future.
It's already. Oh, Captain's already started. All right, we'll have to. Yes, we will see you again someday.
Okay. Now that you've purchased your foodstuffs, where are you going to next?
Actually, I had a bit of a question for the captain, if you don't mind. Captain, honestly, we don't get a lot of opportunities to talk. Just you and I. Usually, I'm with either the first mate or Dora.
Or we're being attacked by some such nonsense.
Or being
You're not
attacked. Yes, it's one or the other, or some combination thereof.
Mm-hmm. Something on your mind, Hatch?
I suppose I just wanted to ask you what you thought of all of this so far. Just everything. Everything. I mean, I've only been here for a short while, but, the things that have happened over the past few weeks or so, it's a lot.
You're not wrong. I think I left home for adventure and found a little bit more than I was planning for. How about you?
The same. I found a home, which created an incredible amount of adventure. I intended to retire in Bright Ray, and I find myself on the cusp of another adventure, and so I just thought it's good to know that other people are feeling as overwhelmed by this as I am.
Oh, I promise you, all of this is a spot different from the cabbage fields that I grew up in.
True words.
Mm-hmm.
What is this I heard about you a little while ago? You were going to quit. I don't think I was a part of that conversation, which I understand. It's not my business, but...
I don't mind telling you. You've got a level head about it. I was hoping to speak to you about it anyway, and I'd come to think of it. I've just, like I just told you, this is nothing that I've ever seen myself getting into. Left home to seek for, sure, to search out, to be adventurous, to be worthy of, well, someone that I don't even really know. And while I expected people to leave, I never expected anyone to die. And it just hit me harder than I thought it would, I guess.
I understand that. And so you thought it would be prudent for you to step back from this life?
Not so much step back from this life. I mean, do you really see me going anywhere else? But not
Well,
in
there's one
charge
place I
either.
imagine you going, but it's definitely not here, and it's definitely the red light district.
You're not wrong. I can't blame you there. But no, not step back from this life entirely. Just more so that I see potential in Brash. I know that he's going to be something great one day. And while that's something that I would like to aspire to, people don't follow someone without any real conviction or morals of any kind. He's got both in spades.
I kind of tilt my head at that. Do you think you don't have conviction, Captain?
Well, I mean, that's not entirely true. You've seen where I happen to have a little bit of conviction. But as far as the rest of it?
Yeah, yes, the rest of it. You jumped into a bag of holding, Captain. That's not something you do without conviction.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I didn't do neither here nor there. I'll ask you the exact same question I asked Brash then. What would you call a pirate captain that just wants nothing but to be rich and famous? What would you call a captain that wanted nothing but to be rich and famous? Because that's what I set out to do.
Well, as someone who's not, or at least was not, a pirate, I would say that growing up, that is exactly what I imagined a pirate was. Someone who wanted to be rich and famous, infamous on the seas. Make a name for themselves with their daring deeds. Pillaging. Murdering.
She
A lot
kind
of
of gets
other pretty bad things.
she kind of gets this considering look on her face, like I hadn't thought of that before. Thank you, Hatch.
Of course, Captain.
A pirate, huh? Well, you're not wrong. How about you?
Hatch
What do you think of all
and
this?
Captain Blanche, I need you to give me a perception check.
Oh, no.
Ah, okay. Perception. This
The
is a
Liverpool
smell.
guy is back.
What's going on here?
Oh no, you rolled in that one.
I rolled a Nat ZERO.
Back into my tower you go.
Did you also roll a low number? Please tell me you did.
Roll anything you think you're using the voice.
Oh,
Wait, did you actually roll a nat one?
oh yeah, I have a -1 to perception.
Okay.
Hatch, I
This is gonna
talk
be
smarter
fun.
than Hatch is.
I'm sending you new dice.
Some things just never change, no matter how
Doesn't
many
matter if
levels
I'm
you
level
might
8
be.
or not.
Oh, God.
I wanted a
Okay.
multi-class and a barbarian, and I'm not smart enough to be a barbarian.
And so 14 plus 3 is 17.
Yes, well, that's why I
17.
didn't spec into
Okay.
perception, because someone will.
The satellite ears clock everything.
My ear holes just shut down for business.
Hatch.
Yes, God.
You are so fixated on having this, not a moment, but you want to learn more about the person who captains the HARETRIGGER, who captains you. You've been on this boat with them, on this journey, on this adventure, for a bit. And you guys have accomplished a lot together. And you want to know, like, where they stand on certain things. And it is through the process of this conversation, as you are chowing down on probably one of the best sandwiches you've had in a long time, you are completely oblivious to sort of like the general crowd configuration that's sort of like happening and coming towards you right now. Blanche, you're not, because you're a wee person, and so you have to always be very cognizant of where you are standing in the world. And as you are approaching, you see a hooded, what appears to be a hooded Harengon, standing taller than Captain Blanche, but slightly hunched, possibly an elderly Harengon. And Hatch does not even see them, and completely, they barely have a moment to like move out of the way. He just walks right into them, and you suddenly just, oh my, oh, and you realize that you've stepped on their foot, and they've sort of like tripped, and they go down on all fours, and they're, oh, why don't you watch where you're going?
Oh, God's old timer. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that.
You call an old timer?
Oh, you, sir. You old timer. And I like offer a hand
I'm
to
a
help
madam, sir.
Old timer is gender neutral, right?
The Harengon thinks about how you are trying to dig yourself out of this hole that you have made for yourself, and she, I don't know. Does old timer, is that gender neutral right now? Is it?
I mean, it sounds gender neutral to me.
She's sort of, you can see that this is a more elderly Harengon. They've actually, I will ask, Blanche, how old are you?
Blanche is about 29.
Okay, this person looks like they're at least in their 70s.
Yes, we got a sassy old
Or
broad
maybe
on
80s.
us.
80s. They're in their 80s.
Do I recognize this individual?
The elderly Harengon still has their hood on, and so all you can really see or hear is their voice. And they're sort of like very accusatory, but their voice definitely has sort of this reedy, almost sing-song way about it.
Listen, madam, we don't mean any offense. I'm terribly sorry. It's just been a wound tight day. Are you all right?
You see, they just sort of like dust themselves off, and she looks up at you, Hatch, and does not look at you, Captain Blanche. But you hear her just sort of say, "All you tall ones, just no respect, no looking around where you're going." And you, and then she looks at you, Blanche. I'm so sorry. I apologize. He was in the wrong, I will say, but I was raised with better manners, and so I apologize if I came off as rude, but
I'm not entirely sure I wouldn't be rude if my foot was stepped on either, to be fair to you.
Well, you're not by any chance the daughter of Clover and Orville Foret, are you?
How
Ear
do
holes
you know
perk
my
up.
parents? Are you a friend of theirs?
Your parents?
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute.
She immediately nods her head. So sorry to take up more of your time. I hope you have a lovely stay in Selamet, and I bid you good day.
Well, hang
And she
on a minute. I
immediately
need to
starts.
run off.
I said good day, and she immediately keeps moving off past down the road away from you.
Oh shit! Fucking damn it! Where's the name?
You're yelling that after them.
Yes.
They stop, dead, still, in the street. Not turning to you. Just, they've stopped.
Are you Harper Champ?
No response.
She's walking over to her.
Not the right music.
Not the right song. Good
Do
lord.
something
There's
unknown.
very
manners.
rarely you will ever hear Blanche go hard no. This is one of those times.
This is
Mommy,
not the
don't
scene I thought we
know
were
that
getting.
it's getting hot.
The hood slides demurely down across one shoulder. Sam Smith
mindful.
plays in the background. I don't know that you're getting.
Different kind of boss fight.
As you approach this older Harengon, you hear her say, in the most referential Obi-Wan Kenobi type way, Harper Champ. That's not a name I've heard in a very long time.
But is it your name?
Aye?
You're my grandmother.
She turns and looks at you, and she very slowly peels back the hood, and you see the face of an older, white-furred Harengon with piercing red eyes, very similar to Captain Blanche, actually, except with the white fur, there is very clearly the evidence of silver, and there are slight uneven growth areas where it looks like there may have been burns, and there is a scar that runs across her left eye, and with that scar, the left eye is completely like glassy and gray, and it doesn't look like they've been able to see out of that eye for quite some time. She looks at you, Blanche, and she says, in just sort of a very halting way, just in the way that a person who realizes that this is a kind of a big moment and they desperately don't want to screw it up, because they've never seen you before.
No.
And she, if you'll allow, she will take her hand and she will just very gently put it to your cheek. She's like, my goodness, you're the spitting image of your parents.
Mama used to always say I was a spitting image of you once upon a time.
I'm so sorry. I'm at a loss for words.
You? I've heard stories about you since I was so small. Hell, you're why I'm out here in the first place.
I'm the reason you're out here.
I used to always hear about the stories of all the grand adventures you went on, and I had to see what it was like.
Oh, there's this moment where sort of this, like a briefest of clouds comes over her face, and you can see that this is a person who has lived a hard life. And perhaps is the way they are right now because they have been trying to perhaps escape the stories and the legends that have been told about them for many years. I'm sorry, why are you here then? What brings you to this place?
Oh, this one in particular, that's a kind of looks up at Hatch. Just that's a very long story involving demons and assassins and one very gross person that a friend of ours really seems to like for some reason.
Captain, would you like me to give you a little bit of space?
I'm so terribly sorry. Hatch, this is Harper Champ. This is my grandmother. Remember I told you that I came out just wanting to be rich and famous?
Yeah.
I got that from hearing stories about her younger days. You're why I'm captain of a pirate ship.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Who told you stories about me?
Mama found your journals from whenever you were young.
Well, that is very surprising then, because the last time I saw my daughter, we did not exchange very kind words to each other.
I know. Mama said much the same, that she regretted it, but keeping your journal, I think, was a way that she kept you close, and she would read it to all of us some nights.
She's still married to that cabbage farmer.
That's my father. And yes.
Well, I can't say that I'm surprised. She definitely was a headstrong one, and despite my, well, I'll just say the advice I gave her was not wise. And if he is still by her side, then
He is. He still spits on the ground when your name comes up, too.
I'm not surprised. It's warranted, honestly. I wanted my daughter to join me on the high seas and enjoy a life of adventure, and I did not anticipate the quiet life for her, and I'm very happy that she's happy.
She is. She'd be happier yet to see you again.
She just pauses at that point, just seeing just her face as it's like someone making mental calculations of how in the hells that would actually be possible.
Well, I have a ship.
I look at Blanche when she mentions that, like, Captain, I don't know if our ship is the safest for anyone.
That's true. That is true. There is that.
So, am I to understand that you lot are pirates?
Privateers, I prefer. It tends to draw less attention, especially less negative attention.
I see. So, despite my daughter's intentions and all of her protestations about the kind of life that her mother led, her daughter has instead followed in my footsteps, and she just starts to chuckle. Just like, this is like too good to be true.
Her and Daddy aren't too happy about it, I promise you.
So, where are you staying in the city? I will say that I would invite you back to my house, but it would probably not be very comfortable for you. Are you in the city long then?
Hatch, what you think? We're just gonna be here a couple of days, right? Not too long.
We did pay for a little bit of expedited work on the ship. We have maybe a day, I think.
We've got a rather lot of trouble that we're in and having to stay on the move, so we can't stay long, but I am so very glad to see you.
Well, if you don't mind me accompanying you back to the place where you're lodging, I would love to hear about just what kind of trouble my granddaughter finds herself in.
You get to meet my first mate, you get to meet Dora, come on!
And for that, we will now cut to the first mate and Dora, as Hatch and Captain Blanche are making their way back through the city of Salamet to the Minstrel's Wain. At this point, you have made your way through the gates. I do remember that there was a perception check that you made as you had gone through the gates, and one of you clocked that there was one guard in particular that was paying attention.
Yeah, he was being sketch.
Yeah. And something that you've noticed about the guards just in general is that they all are wearing black armor. Nothing terribly sinister necessarily about that. I mean, it is black armor, but it's like that just appears to be the armor that is worn in the city of Salamet. But there is one guard in particular who is definitely eyeing you as you came through the gates.
Yes, but why?
Are you heading back to the Minstrel's Wain as well?
I think after clocking that, I would say to Brash, we're being closely watched. Shall we take the long way back to the inn?
You feel that's necessary? I don't want to make it conspicuous, but who?
She'll tell Brash which guard without turning to look at them. Right, so like third on the left or wherever they were. She's like, I'm just confused why the one. We've only been here for what, 2 days?
Yeah, we've been in this part of town even shorter.
Right. So I'm just a little curious.
Maybe he's just wary of outsiders. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't have the best upbringing. They let their fears get to them.
Sure. Could be that.
But we'll keep an eye on them.
Yeah, is there anything like, is there any movement from him other than us, us like we look very harmless, I would say.
Do we notice that like we're getting a tail or something?
Give me so this will be a separate perception check because this is something that you are continuously as you are going back towards the Minstrel's Wain. You're sort of trying to suss out, are we taking a long way? Why are we being followed? So give me a separate perception check.
It's weird to have a high mod now.
It's good that you have a high mod now.
Oh no, what did you get?
I'll tell you after.
Okay, I have a 21.
Okay,
a 21.
Good.
What do you have, Andy?
I had a 3 + 2.
Wow.
I think you were the one who clocked. Yeah, you were the one who clocked it before, so I'm just oblivious right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hatch, whether it's sort of how focused you were when you were having that conversation outside the city and sort of the putting together certain musical compositions, you definitely didn't notice when you were making your way back through the city that there was a guard who was clocking you guys. And as you have moved through, Pandora, you notice that it does not appear that he is following you, just that he is watching you in a very sort of fixed way.
Okay. It's just weird, you know what I mean? So she goes, I don't think he's going to follow us. He's just really got eyes on us. Should I? As Hatch would say, should I stir the pot?
I don't know. I don't know if that would work out for us very well.
Probably not. Probably not. The same. Stir the pot, pot stir.
You saying that, like, you see Brash like almost go, yeah, but wait, did you say probably not?
She looks across. Yes, probably not. We shouldn't do that.
Agreed. Yeah, we should probably just make our way back to. I gotta get used to that.
She goes. It's interesting what a good night's sleep will do for the mind.
Sure. Good night's sleep.
She just pulls up her dress a little bit over her necklace.
All right.
Anyway,
I was kind of under the impression that we weren't gonna like hide things from our crewmates anymore, but if you got personal stuff that you don't want to bring up, it's fine. I guess I'll just wander.
Fine. In the interest of sharing, I have a little trinket. It's not a big deal, really. It was a gift.
Who's it from?
A new paramour of mine.
One of our friends.
One of
that
our
we heard about
friends from the other side.
Okay, that's a little worrying. Not gonna lie.
Well, after I made the deal, I guess he thought I deserved some compensation, and she just kind of like brings up her necklace. It's pretty. Really clears the head. Yes.
So we're jellyfish and certain snakes and some poisonous flowers, Pandora. There are things that could be dangerous.
I know, but it's so pretty.
I'm not your daddy. I'm not gonna try and make you do what you don't want to do.
You definitely are my dad.
But just please be careful.
She nods and goes, of course.
The second that thing tries to burrow its way into your chest or steal your soul or suck your blood or some random shit like that, please get it the fuck off.
I believe we will be done with our mission by then. The orb will be returned, vengeance will be enacted, the world will be restored, and we shall be known through all the realms.
All right.
I'm manifesting. I read about that.
Man. So you talk about something you wanted to happen?
Yes. It's kind of a cleric thing. Like, you speak it into existence and so it happens. I used to think it was a ton of bullshit. Because I'm like, that logically makes absolutely no sense. But since we're making alliances with higher beings and, I'm manifesting, and she precipitates sparkles.
Well, then I'm gonna manifest that we head back to the tavern, find the captain, find Hatch, get some food in us, and come up with a game plan for this, because it'd be better if we didn't die the second we step back into town.
Yes, and we have a lot to figure out with Dozer and much to be talked and discussed moving forward. Agreed.
Agreed. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Even though you annoy
I
me.
appreciate you too, and there it is. All right, let's go.
Are you, just asking, not to be alarming, but given the circumstances of what happened prior, are you taking a more circuitous route to the tavern, or are you going straight there? And to add to that, are you hiding in any particular way or being stealthy?
I think, because I don't want to cause alarm, probably take the long way around and try to lose him, like either in a series of like it doesn't look like they're running, right? It just looks like they're chatting, right? But they're just like ducking through different stalls or whatnot to try to like lose him. See if they can. If anyone is following. We don't know if he's gonna follow, but if he were to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that would require us to roll in terms of
Random rabbit trail, go.
yeah, exactly. Go find our Captain Rabbit Trail, the bunny trail, hippity hoppity. Blanche is on her way.
Down the bunny trail. Cute little rabbit tail, you can't miss it.
Here comes Blanche.
You are making your way back through the alleyways and the different roads of Selamet. As you make your way back through, give me a perception check.
All right.
Here we go. Please tell no. And
That's a 13, unless it's based on smell.
is this sniffer coming to play? His snuff?
I'll say yes.
Ooh.
Watch it be worse. I dropped it on the
Watch it be worth. Dice jumps out of hand.
Kind of was.
It was?
It was.
No.
So 13.
A 13.
Okay.
And 23. It's really
That's
uncomfortable
so
for
nice.
me.
That's
It's
so
really
nice.
uncomfortable. Like, it makes no sense for this
No, but you're
character,
saving us.
But it's uncomfortable.
As you begin to make your way through the alleys, Brash, you definitely smell something, but you can't quite place it. There's definitely something familiar about this particular smell.
I don't like that. Would I have gotten like a flashback to the last time I hit a particular smell as we were trying to lose someone in a town?
It's not that smell.
Ooh,
Okay,
that
but I would
sucked.
know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, when it comes to things that I remember that you have actively asked me about in terms of your smell, I usually am just like, oh yeah, you remember that smell.
Awesome.
Because
I was about to freak out.
You're like, not again. I was looking going, oh my god, not again.
Pandora, very much like Emma is experiencing this right now, and how it's sort of just very uncomfortable suddenly being in touch with one's senses.
And
Just being very cognizant of the world
I'm
around you.
aware of not just me? What?
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Kind of weird.
It is honestly overwhelming just how your senses have suddenly become hyper attuned in this moment, hyper aware of dangers and things that might potentially harm you.
She now has anxiety.
This is true.
On top of PTSD.
On top of PTSD. On top of being a narcissist.
As you begin to make your way, you hear You hear steps, but not from behind you. They're from above you. Somebody is following along the roof.
Shit, can I pull Brash into like a doorway or something?
You can try.
If Andy will allow it, you see, reaches it, grabs you, and pulls you into like
and
a doorway. She goes, "We're being followed from up above."
You're stronger than you look. Okay. Let's cut inside this building.
Do we want to try to lose them, or should we try to face them and interrogate them head on?
Fuck it. I'm sick of running.
All right, I have Misty Step now, so if you want, I can pop on up there. Don't you have Misty Step too?
I don't think I do. I have Dimension Door.
You have Dimension Door. Okay, cool. Do you want to? She'll go. Before she goes, do you want to try to get him on both sides, corner him?
I don't know if because I could just take you with me, and then you wouldn't have to use Misty Step.
Oh, that's true.
But it would be more advantageous because we would be on opposite sides of him if you did.
Yeah.
But if not, yeah.
I'm good to spend the spell. Up to you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's start taking risks like pirates would do.
We're gonna be pirates.
We're pirates.
So
pirates.
We're pirates.
You say out loud to the room.
It's like we're sitting there
Like
under
gravity.
the awning of a random building, just going, "We're pirates."
That's right. We're pirates. We're hyping ourselves up for our first big plan. And in a very odd way, like without you, normally all of Pandora's spells are cast with her wand or with her book. I think you see the necklace glows a little bit as she suddenly leaps into the air with Misty Step. It's a little overwhelming to her, but she'll try to get on one side of the figure up above.
And I will walk out from the awning, try to get a glance just for a second to see where she's landing, and then as soon as I know, I will Dimension Door to the other side.
Hey.
I'm worried about this silence, but it's okay. We're dedicating. We're dedicating.
Andy is gonna be like, "This is a level 20 character, you dumb fucks," and we're gonna be like, "Ah!"
Just let me talk. Just let me talk.
Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
We just want to talk.
Okay.
I just want to shoot him. I just want to talk to him.
I was gonna say I have Fireball. I still have Fireball. He's pausing for too long. I'm nervous.
Pandora, are you level 8 or level 9?
I'm level 8. Are we supposed to be level 9?
Be level
Yeah.
9.
Go ahead and be level 9 real quick.
Yeah. By all means. In fact, we're going to take this moment to break. Let's take this moment to break for a second.
Oh no!
Before
I at
we...
least did that homework.
Yeah. Well, as like not spellcasters, it's not as big a deal for us.
So everyone else, take a 7.
I'm gonna get some water.
Get
Thank
some
you,
water.
7.
Hydrate.
We are ready. We're going
And
to do our
and
bestest.
we're back. And Pandora is now level 9. It's like magic. It's incredible.
Whoa, wow, it's magic.
And Brash and Pandora, you are both going to either Dimension Door
Yep.
and Misty Step. So you are going to leave the doorway, look up, pick opposing points on either side of the building above you, and both of you nod to each other as you step into the alleyway. Look up. You both activate your spells. Suddenly, Pandora, you are standing on the western side of the building. Hatch, you materialize on the eastern side of the building. Brash,
It's okay.
You-
It's okay.
Brash, you materialize. You materialize.
What's going on here?
I was just with Blanche's grandmama.
I'm eating a sandwich.
You'll never believe this,
Stop it.
Pandora. I just met Blanche's grandmother.
Wait, who are you? As you both suddenly appear on opposing sides of the building, running, in terms of the layout at the top of this building, there are a variety of different water crates that have little tiny hoses that are going into parts of the building. It's how people collect rainwater and then use it to do their daily activities within the house. There's also one portion that is sort of like a garden that is sort of like cordoned off. It looks like it's a private garden for whoever owns the topmost portion apartment of this building. The thing that triggers you immediately that something is off is that you heard something above you. And as you both materialize on top of the building, there's nothing there.
Darling, are you invisible? Pandora calls out. We heard you. I love that spell.
It's pretty good. We promise this is not aggressive. Just a little direct. We're trying something new here. Let's just be adults here and talk about this. Why are you following this?
I know you couldn't keep your eyes off me earlier.
There is no response.
Narcissist.
Sometimes it works. And she's going to say, she's just gonna heave a sigh and go, well, I guess we could just sit here and wait until you show yourself, or... And wait, so you said we were by water, right?
Yes.
Some water crates.
By water crates. I'm wondering if there's something we can do with the invisibility in the water.
I think I'd just call out, friend, if that's your intention. I'm not sure right now. I can just make you visible right now, but I'm choosing to hold off on that. I really would prefer just to have a conversation. So please, let's just, and I'll take my sword out, straight up, put it on the ground. Parlay.
Clarify. You are putting your sword on the ground.
I will shoot
Yes.
this man if he
And
goes
I
for
will
you.
ready dispel magic.
Okay. I need you both to give me an additional perception check.
I'm gonna kill him if he tries to
gonna-
hurt Brash.
We're gonna go against the dice I've been rolling, and we're gonna go with the melon
Please,
dice.
please, you have to change them. That was the time.
Huzzah!
Thank God, because I rolled a 9.
6.
Fuck no!
You gotta
you
wait
do
for him to
that?
say the number before you sign a leaf.
That's illegal.
Because-
That's illegal.
because
You should not be
I-
allowed to do that.
Hold on. Is his nose used? Please tell me he can use his fucking nose so he
It's
can
up
reroll
to
it.
it's up to Andy. I've been like holding off on asking that, even though
No.
like I know it's something I can do.
No, it's something you can do. So yeah, go ahead. Roll it again.
Okay, all right.
Watch it be a
Melon
1.
dice.
Please,
Huzzah!
Andy.
8.
No!
I'm not on it tonight. I'm not on it
Roller.
tonight.
Those are
Let me
those
get-
are big hatch numbers.
We're swapping these out. Hang on.
I
let me get
also
other dice.
Get the
I'm just
gemstones, get the
I'm just now
gemstones.
noticing that
You're right.
Pandora Necromancer Extraordinaire
Yeah.
is extraordinary. Yeah,
I spelled it wrong.
But no, it's the exaggeration that really is working for me, right? Extraordinaire.
Extraordinary.
Don't you know?
Because both of you are sort of like getting your bearings as you sort of like take in this new environment on top of the building. Both of you are trying to find like locate exactly where the sounds, where you last heard them. You knew that they were on top of this building. And Pandora, I need you to give me a... Hold on.
I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't even been mean in this town.
Okay.
The fact that that's your metric.
I haven't been mean to anyone in this town.
I'm still allowed in this county. What's the problem?
Okay.
Well, I didn't commit every crime. Arson, I haven't touched arson.
I haven't touched
There's
arson.
a few.
Only on the open water.
That's true. I didn't realize that until I said.
Arguably the safest place for arson, so.
Correct.
Yeah. So what's the problem?
So what's the problem here?
All right.
Okay. So I need you to give me a opposed grapple check.
Oh, man.
How dare you grab me?
Also, well, first they're going to make a just a straight like melee attack to grapple you, and that is going to. So
I'm rolling athletics, right?
Yeah.
Or
is
dexterity.
That is an 18. That is an 18 to hit you.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm rolling
Acrobatics or athletics.
Or athletics. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go athletics. No, nope. I'm a dainty little lady. I think catches me off guard.
Suddenly, there is almost like a mirage look as suddenly, Brash, you see too late, suddenly materializing behind Pandora with a very large sword placed at her throat is one of these black armored guards. A second black armored guard materializes next to you.
Okay.
They are not going to try to grapple you. They are instead going to...
Are we gonna get kidnapped?
I don't know.
Yes, they're going to make two attacks with their blade.
Oh no.
All right.
And that is a 24 to hit for the second attack.
Yeah.
That is for the first. For the second. So that is 17. Oh no, that is 15 points of damage from their dagger, and then as they stab into you, like this person is going like quick stabs. They're not trying to go deep. They're trying to just touch you. They're trying to get you, and they're just like with their dagger. They definitely pierce your skin. What follows is suddenly this feeling of weakness as you take 7 points of poison damage.
No.
Okay.
No.
The other one, the one who has you grappled currently, Pandora, Well, looks like we are the lucky ones today, ain't we, Slatter? You see the one he's addressing, Slatter, the one who just stabbed Brash. You got the big one, I got this one right here.
Big mistake, fellas.
This one?
Stabbing
there
the
we
first
go.
mate I can handle. But
I
calling me
need
this one-
everybody to roll for initiative.
Okay. Gemstone dice, activate!
Come on, Andy.
I also have
15.
gemstone dice. Also activate.
Gemstone dice brown, activate. Form of
Gemstone dice pink!
Mastodon.
Blue eyes, white dragon, go.
Fuck is my initiative?
I demand you roll bad.
19.
Ooh.
Not you. I was talking
So
to
we're
you.
you.
Are you 18 too? You're 18?
I'm 15.
15. Okay, that's still better. That's still good.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. Not terrible.
You're 15.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The one that has you, Pandora, he is going to. He is going to. He's going to stab you twice.
Jesus.
That is an 18. That is a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 9 to hit the second time. But I actually do these with advantage because you are grappled. That is a 22 to hit the second time. So those are both hits.
Yes.
5 for the first attack for piercing, and then 8 for the second. That is 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then you take 6 points of poison damage.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm squishy.
Hi. All right. As he is you feel the blade just beginning to like stab into your side, Pandora. And as it does, it almost feels like, as you feel sort of the wetness of the blood just sort of trickling down, down the side of your leg, you feel just this weakness take you. And it's almost like a lulling effect. Almost like it would honestly be so easy just to fall asleep right now. Just stop worrying about everything. And the other assassin, the one who has you grappled, he is going to just whisper in your ear, "It's okay. It's okay, love. Just come quietly." And that will complete his turn. Pandora, you are up with Brash on deck.
We should run. That's what we should do.
You should ungrapple yourself first.
That's what I should do. If I physically harm the person, does that get me ungrappled, or do I have to roll an ungrappled track? Like,
Well, right now, so with grapple, you are, let's see here, grapple. Oh, I just had it here. Right.
Don't have any more Misty Steps?
I do. I can still Misty Step. Will that get me out of a grapple, though?
Yeah, you turn into a vapor.
Escaping
I
a
think.
grapple. A grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must succeed on a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check contested by your strength and athletics check. You are...
So I couldn't use Misty Step to teleport out of it, or I couldn't use a spell like that has impact to it to get them off me.
A grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect. such as when a creature is hurled away by the Thunderwave spell. I would assume that Misty Step would work in this scenario.
Okay. Cool. So his last words were just go. What do you say? Go quietly.
Just go quietly.
Quietly. She's going to lean her head back against his as he's whispering in her ear and say, "Darling, there's nothing I do fucking quietly." And Misty Step out of his arms, high up above him.
But very loudly.
Boom!
So you are suddenly 30 feet above him? Like in the air?
Like in the air, and I'm gonna fall on his ass if I have to.
Meteora.
I'm gonna fucking land
Down a smash.
this thick ass half orc woman on his fucking head.
Okay.
Mario butt slam on it.
Okay. You are suddenly 30 feet up in the air. That is your movement.
It's my bonus action.
Oh, actually, no, that's technically not your movement. That's just the spell that gets you 30 feet up in the air. You are currently falling rather. Now you can make an attack spell, or you can make that was your bonus action. So
Yep.
now you can actually make an attack from 30 feet up in the air.
Hell yes.
That's crazy.
And I can't use 2 spells, right? You're not allowed to cast 2 spells twice.
This was you used a bonus action, and Misty Step is a first level, or is that a?
It's a first. It's a second level.
It's a second level spell. All right. So you used your but it's a bonus action, so you can still do an attack if you wish.
Okay, great. It just has to be a physical one. Cool. Yeah. Then I will. I'll take out my own dagger and try to just like come down on top of him with the momentum of me falling.
Okay.
Sink the dagger into him.
Okay, I need you, just because there's moving parts to this. So
Yes.
I would like you to give me an athletics check
Yep.
to see how gracefully you do this. Are you going to land on top of him? And if so, like how are you trying to do this? And then I would like for you to give me an attack roll. So yeah, athletics check first.
Athletics check first. So, well, I'll let that roll determine what that looks like.
So how do you think the first mate in Pandora are doing? What a good sandwich.
What
Okay.
a hatch line, dude.
So athletics is 8, so not as graceful as one would hope.
Okay. That actually, that's not that great. For
Nope.
Pandora, she is not able to land on. Like he is able to, because if you rolled really high, I was going to see if he actually was able to use his reaction. But he is able to in this situation, as he can see you coming down on him, and he is going to uncanny dodge. So please make your attack action.
He's a
now.
rogue, the little shit. Okay, cool. Cool. He's a rogue. Now that I know that. Does a 22 hit?
That definitely hits.
Okay. And the damage is going to be 5 points of piercing.
5 points of piercing. Okie dokie. That brings up Brash's turn. Unless, Pandora, you have anything else you would like to do.
Could I use my movement to back away? Or did I use my movement from the fall? Was the fall the movement?
Let me consult the rules. Is falling movement?
I don't know.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is furiously.
Falling does not cost movement.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
So, in terms of, can I get closer to Brash then with the rest of my movement?
Yeah, Brash is 30 feet away from you, so you'd be able to just land and then go.
Yeah, I land and I like stumble. It doesn't look cute, doesn't look pretty. Throw a dagger and then sprint over to where Brash is.
Oh, and you do take...
I take damage from falling, absolutely.
Yeah, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage
That's
from the
fine.
fall.
That's fine. I'm ungrappled. I'll take
But
it.
the dagger didn't break her fall?
Clink, clink.
Thank goodness, running with the sticking out of your wrist.
On my ass. Yeah. And that's
That was
where,
a close one.
and that's where I'll end my turn because I'm getting the idea that they're gonna want to leave. They're gonna want to bounce.
Yeah.
Okay. Brash, it is your turn.
All right. As soon as I see Pandora do that whole like, whoop, just land on top, or try to land on top of the dude, and run over to me, I'll say, "Well, it was nice, guys. Sorry." And then I'll like reach out, grab your hand, and I will just immediately use another dimension door to get as far away, 500 feet, as we can, back down to the street, and we're just gonna haul ass. Yeah, like we're out of there.
Okay. How far away are you?
Want to talk? From that room, or from that roof, as far as Dimension Door will take me, so 500 feet down the street, back towards the Minstrel's Wing.
Gotta let the
Okay.
others know.
Yeah.
You reach across, you grab Pandora as you're being stabbed. This. No. Okay. Yeah. You grab Pandora, you say that, and you basically step off the roof. As the dimension door just appears behind you, and then you're immediately 500 feet away, as you are now well away from the top of that building.
As we're running, I'm just throwing up a middle finger, and we're trucking along.
Pandora's like, we've got to get to the captain. We've got to find Hatch.
It takes you all of about 8 minutes to get back to the Minstrel's Wane. As you were moving through the city, you were taking a longer route to get to the Minstrel's Wane to start. And then it's like, wait, where are we? We don't really know the city that well. And so it takes you a little bit longer to get back than you anticipated, but you do eventually find your way back by way of the docks, and then you find your way back to the Minstrel's Wane. As you do, you make your way up to the tavern. Everything looks totally fine. It does not appear to be, you do not appear to be followed anymore.
But they're like bleeding, right? Like we're actively bleeding.
I'm patting you on the back and giving you a healing word.
Aw, thanks.
We'll go with the third level.
Thank you. She'll go, what the fuck was that? We need to let the others know.
Hell if I know. We need to tell the others, that's for damn sure, but like I had no idea what that was.
I thought it was only one of them following us. It was two. There were two of them.
Yeah, I know. Well, one of them was probably the scout that told the others to come after us. For what? I don't know. I mean, that's a whole lot of ridiculousness.
Well,
are you all right?
I'm all right. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm just pissed off.
Yeah, well, apparently one of them said to me it'll be easier if you just come with us. So I think they were trying to kidnap us.
That's fair. You have 8 health back.
What do you mean that's fair?
Sorry, I was doing math and my brain turned off.
You're good.
That's not fair at all.
Not fair.
But yeah, I don't know. They were clearly trying to get us somewhere. I don't want to go anywhere they're trying to take us against our will. We should see if we can get these repairs fixed up
Also,
ASAP, even faster.
Right, like we speed up the process, because aren't they like guards of the city? Like why? I haven't done anything wrong. You haven't done anything wrong? She raises her eyebrow.
I have not done anything wrong. I played a couple songs here the other night, and that is literally it. Other than going to God's Oasis, sitting down, having my little pout session, then us having a heart-to-heart, that's literally all we've done this entire time we've been in Salamit.
Same, I've just looked really fabulous this entire time, so I've done really nothing.
You haven't even stolen anything in like
I haven't even stolen
a month. Do you have something you want to tell me?
No. So where's the captain? As she like looks into the inn. Do I see the captain and Hatch?
Please say yes.
Please.
I don't believe he had his ears on for your question.
Oh no.
Oh.
Erner, my question was, do I see the captain and Hatch inside the inn?
You do. The Captain and Hatch are both sitting in one of the booths along the side of the minstrel's wain, near the place where the hearth was or is. Lady, oh my God, I'm running a complete blank.
The tavern keeper.
The tavern mistress, Lady Eleanor?
Searching notes.
I'm almost positive it was Lady
Slutty biscuit brownies.
That's my notes.
Rowena.
Lady Rowena, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Lady biscuit brownie.
You know what?
Listen.
You know what the best part is? That's not even what they're called. I read that wrong, and I wanted to say it.
I wrote them as slutty horny brownies, so I'm all good with either.
That's basically what they are.
That wasn't what they were either.
The ultimate slutty brownies.
There it is. That was the name.
There we go.
That was the name.
Yes, Lady Rowena is currently bringing drinks to the booth that Hatch and Captain Blanche are sitting at with another Harengon woman.
I think they kind of stumble in because they've just seen, even the healing was great, but like still they're not looking too good.
Oh no,
We're
Pandora
panting
is still
heavily.
bleeding.
She's still actively bleeding, right? So
She's got blood coming out of she's like you were not wearing a dress, if I remember correctly. You were wearing trying to remember. You were wearing like a tunic with with breech pants and everything.
Yes, she was wearing she wasn't in her like cute outfit yet, so it was like it was a white top that has like her favorite erotica book on it. So you're seeing the blood. You're seeing just like the spot of blood just growing on her side.
We're gonna breeze right past the graphic tee.
That may as well happen. I swear to God, Pandora is just a frequenter of every hot topic and Spencer's gifts.
Yes.
The only one
Yes.
keeping that franchise alive in
She's the
Adronia.
only one keeping it alive.
And certain sections of Barnes and Noble.
Yes. The romantic
Okay.
Her
You
Wattpad goes crazy.
Call it
You-
horns and courtier.
with no small amount of noise, you see Brash and Pandora sort of stumble their way through the front entrance of the Minstrel's Wain, which is not how you were expecting to see them.
First mate,
That's my first mate.
Pandora.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello.
Um,
Hi.
Right next door. Come on over here.
Oh, good lords.
Hello.
Oh,
Well, hello there. And she looks at the third person. Hi, we're so sorry. We would love to chat with you for a moment, but I think it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, we should
What-
probably head out fairly
what
soon.
what
Right
happened?
now. Well, does it look like we finally had it out and we fought each other?
Each other.
No.
Yeah.
What?
No, of course we didn't
No,
fight each
no.
other. There were
Time,
some
oh.
random guards that
I
attacked
would have
us.
won if we did.
But wait, we haven't done anything. How in the world y'all already get in trouble? What did you do?
We
Okay.
did-
We did. So actually,
That's the question we were asking.
that's
Like,
the question. We actually did nothing. I've just looked really hot this entire time. So it could potentially be a fit of jealous rage, but essentially they were trying to kidnap us.
Yeah, there was some random guard that was eyeing us real heavy. We made like we're ironically on the same page now. We found a good spot. I'm appreciative of that. But this random guard was eyeing us real heavy, real suspicious like. We minded our own business, started heading back here, took a longer route specifically. Heard people following us when we asked them about it very politely. I even put my sword down.
Did you forget your fucking sword?
My sword's still on
You
the
are
roof.
without a sword.
He has your sword.
Oh, that's not
it's
good.
a good thing I always carry two. I'll give you. I mean, I'm sitting in a booth or something, so I don't know how I'm doing this, but my old sword, if you don't mind a long sword.
How long swords would I use? I will happily take that. Thank you very much. This thing looks old as shit.
You shut the fuck up. You're the one that's almost dead.
You mean vintage, right? You mean vintage.
It's a collector's item.
Vintage. I
vintage
mean
like
it
a
in
collector's
nice
item.
way. I'm just you don't see this metalwork in it. I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, yeah, we literally did nothing, and
Actually, this time.
we even tried to talk with them, and they straight up stabbed us in the ribs.
Yes, they were invisible and they hid themselves, and then they showed themselves. They tried to poison us. Like, I don't know why they're so obsessed with us.
They were trying to take us somewhere. They were trying to knock us out to take us somewhere.
Okay, well, we killing them then. You gonna kill them?
I don't know.
They were dressed in two guard uniforms.
God uniforms. You mean like just normal city guards?
City guards.
Like black little, like my favorite color, like this black little chic ensemble that is actually quite horrendous on them, but look great on me.
But they were apparently tailing us while invisible. Gave no reason as to why they were harassing us.
This entire time that you're explaining this, Harper Champ is looking at everybody, like, just to give context. You were having this very not intense conversation with your grandmother about the fact that you kind of been sucking it up being a pirate for a minute. And you kind of have pissed off perhaps a Lord of the Abyss, and you kind of have a target on your back, and you're kind of also trying to maybe work with a Lord of the Nine Hells, so that you can. Oh, wait a minute. That might be a misspoke, because
I wasn't for
Blanche,
that.
Blanche doesn't know anything about Mephistopheles yet.
Nope.
Neither does Hatch.
She
Nope.
doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
So all she knows is that you guys have a target on your back right now. And she hears the stuff about the city guards, and she just looks at you and she says, well, based on everything that my granddaughter has been telling me, it sounds like this is very much the norm for you two. For you lot, actually.
I'm sorry, what?
For about the last month or so. Yeah, this is my grandmother.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Harper Champ.
Miss Harper?
I am... Yes, she's been telling me a lot about you. You must be
Brash
Brash Briggs.
Will immediately take his hat off. Ma'am, it is quite nice to meet you. I have heard nothing but good things.
Well, Blanche here speaks very highly of you as well, Brash. I am very... it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah.
She did not overstate things at all. You are very, very...
Large?
captain-like.
Well, thank you very much. And he'll give a very genuine, very big smile to Blanche.
He gets one right back.
And
Rapid tone change. I apologize. That we are still in very much deep shit. But pleasant.
Harper then turns her eyes over to Pandora. And you must be Pandora.
I am, and normally I would have a much lovelier introduction where I'd have sparkles and glitter and a fabulous outfit, but I'm bleeding out right now on the carpet, so you can understand that it's a little...
Yes.
But it's really nice to meet you. I'm so glad we get to have a little family reunion. You're coming with us, right? You're running with us?
I'm gonna give her another cure wounds while she's talking.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Hold on. Hold still. Hold still.
Well... It is the mention of going with you, of going with her granddaughter, Harper Champ, there's like a the briefest of twinkles as suddenly the thought of going seaward once more, it definitely tickles her imagination.
13.
Thank you. Go.
As she has that moment, she like composes herself and she says, "Yes, a lot of the guards have been acting very strangely the last couple of days. I was actually speaking to one at one of the local taverns just a day ago, actually, and turns out they have some new recruits that have joined their ranks very recently, and some of them were speaking about keeping an eye out for certain pirate individuals. Of course, they did not have any specifics that I heard about, but it sounds like they may have been looking for you for a wee bit, actually."
Oh dear, that's not good. That's really
New
not good.
recruits.
Plants.
Perhaps we cancel our dock repairs
I think
and
we just round up the crew.
I'm sure they're fine.
Grandmama, you're going to come along with us, and we'll be able to chat and have some tea and biscuits. when we're
The
not being
invite is
stalked.
beginning to just it's making Harper blush just slightly because she had her like seafaring days were very much behind her, but it is the itch. It is the itch that is always there. And it's sort of one of those things where it's just like, no one's just properly invited me before, so
Miss
I
Harper. And at this point, Pandora's like almost leaning over this small herring-gun woman. We need all the help we can get.
Are you sure it would be such a good idea in your advanced age, Miss Harper?
Are you kidding me? From what I hear, this is one of the most experienced pirates there is.
You're a pirate!
You hold your tongue, Mr. Dragonborn. Advanced age? Why, you little
I
whippersnapper,
mean no
you.
offense, ma'am. I'm just saying that someone
I'm
of your
sorry, mister. I
experience-
just hopped out of a bag and suddenly decided that I was a pirate.
You did hop out of a bag.
Harper Champ is nothing. While she may have lost a slight step in her advanced years, nothing has strained her wit at all. She is still a very sharp Harengon, and she looks at she sort of like chuckles ever so slightly at Hatch's remark, and then she just looks at Captain Blanche, and she says, "Well, if the invitation is in fact open, I will, and if my granddaughter will have me, I would love to come with you lot and see if I still have my sea legs."
I would be honored to have my hero aboard.
She blushes even more. She it's something, it's just a Harengon way of showing affection, but like her like ear will just very gently just touch your ear, Blanche. She is taller than you. Like, it is very clear, like she's at least a foot taller than you. She's like 3'2" to your 2'2".
I take after my daddy.
It's so fucking cute.
She says, "Well, it sounds like you lot are not for Selamet for much longer then.
No, we've got like 5 minutes. She looks to Brash based on how long, right? They like were able to dimension door away.
Maybe. maybe if that. So any stuff you've got upstairs, you might want to grab that. Hurry up and
Oh, they're
pack
actively chasing you. Okay, this is fun.
it. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Lady Rowena approaches, sort of has been listening just a little bit, and she says, I'm sorry. Are you leaving then?
Unfortunately, darling, we are, because for some reason, the gods of this town, the new hires, not the old hires, but the new hires don't like us very much, and unfortunately...
They're a little overzealous and really seem to...
Oh, so there's a bit of trouble.
A little bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, we're not entirely sure. They could be masquerading. We're not sure. We don't know yet. That's all there is to it.
Us confused with someone else.
That's also a possibility, but for now, we're just gonna lay low.
Because we haven't done anything.
Exactly, and we don't want to...
It's so unfortunate. I'll have to tell Billy and his father that you won't be here to see them later this evening.
I worked hard for that.
Worked hard for what?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
Nothing. You were there, Brash. What are you looking at me for?
Was I?
Yeah.
Were there for what?
I thought I stormed out already.
Could have sworn you were still there.
The last session was several weeks ago.
I think it was you and Hatch.
It was you and Hatch who did that.
Okay.
It was not Brash, yeah.
There. Well, there was. I saw the look that the dockmaster was giving you, and he seemed like the nice sort. So I thought maybe you'd enjoy an evening out with him, and I might have set you up a little something.
What?
Surprise!
This has turned into such a cluster. Oh my gosh.
Lady Rowena is just like, okay, so you're leaving then. Okay, so the room is free. Okay.
No, absolutely not. You're trying to run a business here. You keep every bit of payment you've been given.
Oh
already.
no, I just mean that you're no longer using it.
Yeah, well that's...
Oh.
Excuse me, never mind.
You set me up on a date with someone who has a child.
Nice kid.
Single parents need affection
What
too.
about this? She gestures to herself, indicates any sort of motherly inclination.
Well, I didn't say all that. I just set you up for a date.
The expectations! As she's like tossing her hair back.
I'm so
Darling.
sorry. Harper just pipes up. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm not normally one to speak out of turn, but it seems like we probably best get moving, right?
Yes.
Sounds like you are wanted individuals of the City Watch.
A date?
Okay,
Without even
and,
telling me.
and we're going.
And
we're
we're
just
going.
like pushing Pandora out the door.
Real quick, as we're heading out the door, I'm just gonna like reach into my coin purse, pull out 10 gold. I'm like, Miss Rowena, this is for any trouble that may come looking for us in the future. You've been more than kind. You've earned it. Thank you very much. And I'll start heading out the door.
And we were never
Thank
here.
you.
And we were never here.
No, apparently not for
wouldn't-
dates.
I wouldn't breathe a word of it. Thank you so much for just your generosity and, of course, for the And as you're sort of like heading out, she's just sort of like still complimenting you. Just like, yes, and I hope you have safe travels and goodbye.
Thank you.
You are now outside of the Minstrel's Wain, and you are now free to make your movements towards the dock or wherever you wish in the city.
Are we going to the dock?
Gotta leave.
Okay,
Okay,
in that case,
straight to
I
the
would
ship.
like to. Could I blow as many dimension door charges as I can that would get us there, like immediately?
Using your sword?
Yeah, like 7 dimension doors to get us to the docks.
How many
Jesus.
football fields
How
are
many
you
do
going to
you
run us
have?
across?
I got 10
You
a
got
day.
10 a day. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right.
Hey.
So if I could just like portal us, just constantly spinning portals out.
Okay. You are drawing the sword then. You hear the voice just sort of whisper in your mind. Oh, This is... seems like we're in a bit of a spot of bother then.
A little bit. Too much for you? I can slow it down if you want, if you don't think you can handle it.
Oh, no, don't worry about me. I just want to make sure you're safe. All right. Let's
It
do
is
this.
profoundly weird to me that I am talking to you, but I will, there's a lot of things to unpack, and I don't have enough hands for it all. We're gonna deal with
See
it one at a
Brash start
time.
to
Is Hatch
peek
talking in the open
over
air?
Hatch's
Yes, I am saying this out loud.
Do we hear the sword or just
Yeah,
Hatch?
you definitely... No, you do not hear the sword. You
He's
just hear...
Hatch.
You just hear Hatch's side of the conversation.
Okay, it's all right. He's gone.
Harper just sort of
It's
looks
all
at
right.
Hatch, and then says, sort of nudges Blanche. He's a weird one, isn't he?
He's a little older than he actually looks. You'd be surprised.
Wait.
He meant no offense by it.
How old is he?
But look at his
Probably-
clothing, darling. It's a bit.
probably-
It's very vintage.
Closer to, I'm not even hearing that, I'm not addressing that. I'm probably closer to her age than I am to other people in the group.
Yes,
That's true. That's true.
Just stop like, he's probably around your age, I think, actually.
Harper's eyes just go wide as she realizes that Hatch has been unintentionally, not in a rude way, but definitely making sort of offhand remarks about Harper's age, and is in fact they're probably at the same age or
60
thereabouts.
years, wasn't it? 60 years.
Yeah, he was in the bag for
In
like
the bag,
60
I think.
years.
Yeah.
So he actually is probably her age or slightly older.
I just yell back, I have a lot of lotions.
My skincare routine is insane.
Darling, not even my skincare routine is that flawless.
I also shed regularly.
That's disgusting.
It's part of life. And you see like a little skin flake.
Oh.
You just grab one scale and peel.
Oh, and you get one of those good peelies that gets like as much of you as possible. The best.
Are you grabbing onto people or people walking through with you? How are you doing this?
How many passengers am I allowed with a dimension door?
Oh.
I think one.
I was gonna say Andy could take me.
I have one more dimension. Well, no, that's not true. I have a 5th level spell.
I can also
Bring
just
objects. You can also bring one willing creature. Okay, so I can only bring one other person. So I guess we'll have to skip that idea if we're all gonna go.
We'll just get a nice jog going.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you taking
Calisthenics.
with you? Okay. So you're not going to do Dimension Door then?
Yeah, but we already had that whole conversation, so I feel it's like I can't take that many. Okay, fine, we'll just walk.
So you just talk to yourself.
You just see me spin a circle and like, okay, fine, we'll walk.
Okay.
Dissipates.
You try to grab everyone, and you hear the circle tell you, no. Too many people.
Access denied.
Oh, no,
I knew you had voice change.
You begin to make with all haste towards the docks. I'll say are you full out running? Are you trying to be stealthy at all?
I
Point to
am
being stealthy?
casting silence, and I'm centering it on a brooch that I have, which goes out in a 20-foot radius around us.
Okay.
Are we mad dash? Are we power walking?
I mean, we can mad dash because no sound can be created within or pass through the sphere. So
Yeah, but we can still be seen.
this is true.
Running.
This is true.
I feel. Isn't our cover kind of blown? Shouldn't we just run?
And you can run
I
while
don't
it's
know.
quiet.
I don't know if
Or
it's.
Or should we just try to look like we're just walking in town?
I think as long as we stay in, well-populated areas, I don't know if they'll try to make a move on us.
They may lose us in the
In
crowds.
the crowd?
Yeah.
They try to kidnap us again?
Well, they'll lose some of us in the crowd. They'll lose the bunny folk here.
The bunny peeps.
I don't know if us over 6'4" are gonna have as easy a time.
Nah.
I mean, we'll never know unless we try.
So we want to blend in then. So we want to stealth then, technically?
Yes.
I think I would say trying to get to the ship as fast as possible, mad dash would probably be the way to go, but that's just me.
Either makes sense.
Take it to a vote. All in favor of stealth.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. All in favor of mad dashing.
Okay.
All right.
Let's fucking run.
Let's go.
Okay. Silence has been cast, but you all are making a mad dash. Still, even though they are advanced in years, Harper Champ is she's definitely keeping pace, like really well. In fact, she actually seems to be enjoying just how active she's being right now. As she doesn't seem like she's been super active for like the last many years. You make your way you get all the way to the docks completely. Nothing seems to have been following you. At least nothing you have seen. Who has the highest passive?
They were invisible last time.
Not me.
My passive is 13. It's probably Pandora right now.
It's part of Pandora now, yeah.
Oh no.
8.
Oh no. 16.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no. Oh no.
Pandora, yeah, you do not seem. Nobody seems to be following you. Nobody seems to be making any notice of you, actually.
Awful.
You get all the way to the docks. You see Billy at his post with the little desk, and Peter is sort of looking over his logbook and just looking over his son's work. Billy sees you all coming up the dock towards the HARETRIGGER. Oi! Oh! Captain Blanche! Father, look! Yes! We just finished all the work that we were doing. Yeah, all of the adjustments and the upgrades. We just finished just a few minutes ago. Peter just sort of looks and sort of sees you all sort of moving very hurriedly towards them. It's like, yes, we're very, very proud of the work that we did. I really hope that you all enjoy he sees that everybody is still moving very, very quickly towards, oh, yes. Pandora.
Shit.
Medora.
My lady.
Oh, no.
I think like she's like speed walking, pauses, slowly turns around and goes, darling, I'm so sorry. It would have never worked between us because with Rowena's love for you, I just couldn't come between it. I hope you too.
You did not just say that!
Yes, she did!
I hope you two
Give me a
share
deception check.
beautiful life together.
Is there any shot I could give her inspiration?
22.
Then maybe I don't even need it. Was that a deception?
Yes.
I thought
Yes.
Rowena liked him.
Well,
Really
she
does
doesn't,
like him.
but she doesn't has no idea. She's just throwing it out there. So as far as she knows, it's a deception. That's a 6.
I hope we can live
Peter-
together and have a beautiful life.
Peter at first seems just completely besotted as Pandora is actually talking to him for like the first time directly talking to him.
Oh, come on, you can't be catching feelings
And
with somebody.
at first-
I did.
At first, it was. At first, he's not even really listening. Just sort of stare. Like it's like one of those things in like the romance
President
comedy
business.
films
Blah, blah,
where
blah.
the person is talking and there is mood music playing in the background and everything is blurry behind that person's face, and suddenly like a butterfly will just fly through the screen. Peter barely, and then suddenly he hears Rowena, and then suddenly he focuses. Oh. Well, she's never said anything. That is
Look into her eyes. You'll have all the answers you need there.
I loudly gag from 15 feet away.
I flip him off behind my back.
Billy is standing between the two of you, Pandora and Peter, and he's just sort of looking up at Pandora, and he's looking up at Peter, and he's just, bloody hell, and he's slightly disappointed. Because he thought it would be so cool to have a half-orc as a stepmom.
Oh. Not this one. Anyone but this one, you poor little shit. Anyone but this one. Anyone but this one. She'll say, I know we were supposed to have a date tonight, but I have to. I think you should share it with Rowena.
Everything I hoped it would be.
This is happening very quickly. Peter barely has any time to sort of like come out of like the love trance that he has right now, or the whatever trance that he's having with Pandora, and he hears her words, and he straightens his tunic, and he puts his hand on little Billy's head and sort of tousles his hair and says, "Thank you. Most kind of you. I will go to the Minstrel's Wain this evening. Enjoy the ship." And with that, he sort of like turns on his heel and walks away before he makes an embarrassing fool of himself. Harper is just like, what in the nine hells was that all about?
I slided a little copy of one of my erotica books to her and goes, "If you read enough, you can learn a few things." As she swans onto the ship.
Oh, darling, I've already read this one.
Oh, you have?
This one's about me, youngin'.
Not another one!
I made mad love to the author of this book.
On this book.
Very big fan.
At this point, like Pandora almost scoops her up. Did you really? As she wants to.
Put me down right now.
I'm sorry, but you're the author.
At this point, you see Dozer is sort of standing on the gangplank, and he says, looks down at you all and says, "Is everything all right?"
No, we gotta go.
Felix,
Yes.
We gotta go.
Is the rest of the crew aboard?
Yes, they're doing some inspections of the repairs and the upgrades that were made.
Well, hot exit, I think, yeah?
Do it on the move.
Yes, very well.
Chop, chop, Dozer. Let's go, darling. Come on.
I realize
he immediately about faces and turns and sees Grack up on one of the yard arms, and he says, "All right, lads." He doesn't have an accent like that.
Let's go.
All right, lads. Hop to it then. Everybody. Stations, action stations. Prepare to. What's the term? And he looks at you, Brash or Blanche.
Make sail.
Aye. Make sail. Weigh the anchor. And he turns and it's sort of like there's no facial expression you can see, but it's almost like with his blink, it's almost like he's like looking for like affirmation and approval. Like, am I doing this right?
All the main lines, steady the mast. All hands on deck.
Periscope.
Fire.
Half-degree down bubble.
He begins to just sort of yell all of these orders, sort of like mimicking everything that Blanche is saying. Immediately, the crew just suddenly materializes from all different parts of the ship. Yanlin and Lemegli, they are immediately going up the yard arms, or up the rigging to the top and beginning to loosen the sails. Grack and Grill are beginning to haul away at the mechanism that raises the anchor, and sure enough, Sindir is going around and just loosening or untying all of the rope that is securing it to the dock, and he is pulling up the gangplank with what is the dwarves' name? Bloody hell. Telcar, thank you.
Nice. Good pull.
Yes.
Good memory, Andy.
I know my crew.
Sure enough, the hair trigger very slowly begins to make its way out as it begins to turn ever so slightly towards open water. As was stated previously, there is a fortress in Salamet.
Shot at?
That very much is sort of the thing that keeps the bay. It sort of keeps the bay safe from pirates and other ne'er-do-wells.
Pirating.
You do see that a signal flare has gone up with a red flare. That definitely is signifying that you should not be leaving.
Well, that's too bad.
Because, Dozer, I realize that every time you've left a city with us, it's been like this. Pretty sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry. My last group of friends, we were very much the same.
That is both comforting and not.
Think of it as leaving a party fashionably early.
I say
they don't
going
want
out
you to.
with a bang.
Going out with a bang. Let's hope we just don't get banged. Not in the fun way, the way that,
All right.
Blanche and I like.
I think you should stop talking.
That one is not going down in the history books.
Dozer immediately pats Felix back on the head, grabs Felix and puts him in the little messenger bag that he has around his chest. And Felix, he taps the rune on it, and Felix is now just sort of with his tiny little head just sort of like looking out of the tiny little hole that is in the bag. Dozer then immediately begins to assist Grack and Grill as they are lifting up the anchor. And eventually you see the large anchor suddenly dripping with water secured to the side of the ship. You, at this point, are beginning, you're about 150 feet away from the dock, as this is moving fairly quickly, as you guys are beginning to make your way and turn and start to tack a course out into open water. Again, another red flare from the top of the fortress, sort of, again, warning you are not free to exit the bay.
Too bad.
Yeah.
At this point, Grack shimmies down, or he comes down the main deck towards you, Captain Blanche. I'm assuming you're by the helm?
Yes.
Okay. Captain, would you like us to make use of the new cannons that we have?
Not unless fired upon. Let's not make any more of a spectacle of ourselves than we need to.
Very well. I just ask because I've been kind of itching to let loose.
I completely understand. Wait until fired upon, then have a blast.
Aye, Captain. And he winks at you, Brash, as he goes back down towards Grill. He and Grill are going up the sides of the front forward part of the ship and pulling out more sail so that you can get more speed heading out of the bay. I need you to give me we'll say a dexterity check, just a straight dexterity, and you may add your proficiency to it.
We don't get squished by the incoming cannon fire.
Is that a me roll or a Brash roll? I lost.
That is a Captain Blanche roll.
Okay.
Although I will say that Brash is able to give I'll say you're able to do this roll with advantage.
Yay.
Advantage.
That'll be a dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
You very adeptly, whether it's because you are doing this under sort of the watchful eye of your grandmother, she's sort of like not judging you, but she's definitely assessing your general skill at the helm of the ship. And she's like, oh, sorry, I'll shut up. And she sees you like expertly spin the tiller one way, and the ship very quickly takes that tack, and you are now, I'll say, about 600 feet away from where you were previously. All of a sudden, a shot rings out from the fortress, and you see a plume of smoke as suddenly just a fountain of water shoots up in front of the ship as a shot has been placed across your bow.
Assholes.
It's just water.
They're gonna shoot us.
They're gonna try. It's just water.
Permission to fire back, Captain. Grak is from the tiefling is yelling from the front of the ship.
Loose the cannons. Yes. Fire.
Lose them?
Loose. Like let loose.
Fire!
Fire them, god damn it!
This is what I get for using proper sailing terms.
You heard her, lads and lasses. Loose the cannons. And you see several of the crew just immediately clamber down into below decks. And you see that there are some parrot guns that are actually at the forward part of the ship. Smaller cannon that are very sort of just mobile as you that are then turned. You see Grill very excitedly begin to load one of the parrot guns. And he says, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. And he gets it all fully loaded. You see Grak yell over to you, Brash, and he says, "Would you like the honor first, mate?"
I would like to cast enhance ability on myself. Whatever attribute would involve aiming this cannon very specifically is what I would like to enhance.
Okie dokie. Very well.
This fortress is not anywhere in the direction of like Rowena's place.
Yeah,
or,
we don't want to hit the
if you're looking at the
Okay.
map of the city, this is very much in the center of. Oh, where? Wait, I'm in the wrong channel. So this is very much sort of in the center area, away from the docks. So yeah, so sort of that area around, just south of the docks.
Oh, perfect. No way we can miss. We can hit the docks from here.
Good.
No, it is very much sort of just abutting or jutting out from the city.
Because we don't want to hit the peepos.
Not at all.
Oh no, it's a big target. You're not going to hit anybody unless you
get
roll like
angry
that
birds,
one.
that's a couple of the walls at least.
How far out did you say we are from this fortress?
About 600 feet.
Never mind.
Fireball?
Which for this particular cannon, that is range. So it's then 600, and then you have up to 2,400 feet at disadvantage. So give me a ranged attack roll, and you are able to add a +6 to this.
Awesome. I wanted to talk this out.
You gave them the benefit of the doubt, and now they be dumb, so they get shot.
25 total.
Hell yes! Nice roll.
Gemstone dice.
You see, Brash, the trace amounts of the plume of smoke from the cannon that fired at you. And you sort of like, you are sitting with the parrot gun just pointed at the city, or pointed at the fortress rather, and you sort of line it up. And as the ship is moving across, you line up the cannon that fired at you perfectly, and you touch the Actually, no, you don't. Grill has this the flame that will touch the gunpowder at the very top.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fuse for the charge for this cannon, and he just sort of do it now, do it now, do it now, and he's just waiting for you.
Do it now.
Yay! The parrot gun goes off. This gun, first time it has been fired, but it was taken from a decommissioned military vessel, so it definitely still works. And it hits this cannon, dealing 8d10 bludgeoning damage as the ball, and it is like, it's almost as if the crew who was about to fire again on you suddenly, as the gun just explodes. I need you to give me 8d10 worth of damage.
Nice.
So
My dice.
I'm gonna assume that those were.
I'm on fire.
Or if you'd
Black
like, I
armor
can roll.
guards.
I can roll those digitally if you would like.
Yeah, but they don't feel as.
Can't grab
me-
those.
Let me
I'm
go ahead.
pretty
and
sure it's the black armor guards. Right?
But these were the ones in the fort, so this, I think it's more likely that they were regular town guard, right?
I think it's probably more likely that the Nightmare sent
Oh,
several
no.
plants into the
This
guard.
is so. The town guards are not the ones who are occupying the fortress. It's the east. It's the North Surrestier Trading Company that owns that occupies the fortress.
Oh, okay. Capitalism, it's fine.
Yeah, they can go to hell. They can go to hell.
You know,
Yeah, the trading company definitely, and from what you remember, from what you saw, there were definitely ships in the harbor that belonged to the Nightmoors. They wore the Nightmoor flag.
Mhm.
So there are.
Should we sink those also, or do we want to risk
Um,
Can we-
setting
can
them
we
up?
that is
sink
up to
them?
you if you want to have a full-out naval battle in the bay.
No.
I think we got a piece, don't we? Because we're only one
We
ship.
are just one schooner.
We're just one ship.
We're built more to be fast. We can hit harder than people expect us to, but that doesn't mean we need to go hunting down
If we
more
could
trouble.
if we could put this to ship combat, we might stand a better chance.
42.
42 points of damage. That cannon that was firing on you explodes in this, just this brilliant display. It is one of those situations where the ball obviously shatters the cannon that it was aiming at, but then there are also powder storages that are on the inside of the wall just next to the cannon for very quick reloading. And it immediately, the sparks from the impact ignite the powder, and suddenly
Wow, good eye, first mate.
the cannon explodes, and then a portion of the fortress wall just suddenly, there's a gaping hole in the side of it. You hear sort of the very distant cries of people, get the buckets, get the bucket, wet the powder. And you see Grill just sort of sitting right next to you, Brash, just going.
I'll turn and look at Pandora. I had to take a number out of your book.
That's why it looks so spectacular. Well done.
You've assembled a very crack crew here, Blanche. Very, very nice.
Do well enough. Some
She
better
caught
than
us-
others.
She caught us at a rare moment of
Competence.
Of
competence. yeah.
getting our shit together.
Yeah.
No, it's because now we have a very, very high incentive to look really cool.
That is
So
true,
we
too.
did.
Yo.
This is true. You are very quickly moving for open water. At this point, there's another explosion of gunfire that comes from the fortress as multiple cannons begin to open up on you. But unfortunately, their range was also 600 feet. They're at a disadvantage of firing at you. And you see these the cannonballs coming close, but they are not able to find the range accurately, and the cannonballs just sort of one of them comes very close to hitting, but splashes harmlessly into the water. You are now making for open water. You are just out of the bay. You do see in the distance, somebody give me a perception check, anyone. Or everyone.
Good baby.
-1. I'll never get a good perception. I promise you this.
Hey, how about that? Natural 20. And I'm not lying this time.
No shit.
So I'll say it.
lying this time.
Uh-oh, we've got to audit the whole campaign now.
Huzzah!
No.
For realsy.
He just means that he's actually ascribing the proper emotion to the correct dice roll.
That was frustrating.
He is not willfully deceiving us at this point.
Right.
Yes, Brash, as you were standing behind Captain Blanche as they were steering the ship into open water. But as the explosions come from the fortress trying to fire the cannons at you, you were just sort of standing at the very bow of the ship, making sure that none of them hit you or found, or got lodged in your deck.
Punch them as they try to get.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You see, though, that there are the Nightmare ships are beginning to get underway and make sail.
Wow. They're obsessed with us.
It's your damn boyfriend.
She just fans herself and goes, "It's so hard being wanted by so many powerful men."
Gosh.
For the briefest of moments, the camera will cut away from the crew of the HARETRIGGER, and the camera will drift back to the dock, where you see Peter and Billy watching you make sail off into the bay, taking a brief look at the ships, at the Nightmare ships that are currently attempting to also make way. Peter looks down at his son, and he says, "So did you get the workers to make those adjustments?" "Oh yeah, don't worry, Dad. I definitely succeeded there." And you see suddenly portions of the rigging of some of these Nightmare ships suddenly completely just fall apart. And you see an anchor just suddenly drops off the ship as the chains just break. You see one of the captains of one of the ships suddenly, he tries to turn the helm, and at first it doesn't go, and then he puts his back into it and just comes off in his hand. And it would appear that the partnership of Peter and Billy, the Dockmaster and the Dockmaster's son of Salamet, with their crew managed to sabotage some of these Nightmare ships.
Peter
and Beans! Let's go!
Go Beans!
That's right. Billy Beans and Peter managed
I'll date him
to...
if y'all don't want to.
He's all set. He's got a date. He's good.
If that's the currency he trades in, I don't understand.
Returning once more to the HARETRIGGER, Captain Blanche, you have successfully steered the HARETRIGGER with a great deal of speed, greater speed than you had previously, as the ship's frame has been trimmed and has been fortified and has been tightened up in every possible way that it could be, as it is cutting through the water like a hot knife through butter right now. You are officially making for open water. Where are you making your heading?
Oh, bloody hell. Where did we say we were going to go?
We have to go to further north, I believe. So many maps.
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 Well, we have to drop off Dozer in the Elven ice.
No,
place.
you don't.
No, we don't.
No, you don't.
No. Never mind. I don't think we need to drop off Dozer. I think we need to go right to the heart of the problem, darlings.
Dozer says that is no longer necessary. With
Oh, that's
Drakel
right.
inside the bag, there's really no need. Plus, if she were to leave the bag all of a sudden, I don't know that Bright Ray would remain where it is right now, as she is literally holding its place.
That's right. We were supposed to drop her off in the Malrian. All right.
I'm sorry, maybe somebody will clue me in at some point. What is this thing about a bag? Harper's just sort of looking at you all.
Hatch's town was in a bag for a little while due to a very poor deal. It is the gist of it. They're out now. We got them free.
Well, it seems like you lot are in a spot of bother right now with a certain family that might not be all that they seem. Perhaps we should look for allies somewhere.
Where in the world? We can't go back to Brecca.
If I might offer? Why don't we make for the Shabazpur Islands and get help from some of the pirate clans there?
You think they'd be willing to dip their toes into all this?
I'd say if it meant to go with the Nightmoors, yes.
Fair point, well made.
How is your standing with the pirates of the Shabazpur Islands?
I believe I still hold some sway there, even though I haven't been properly installed as a captain on a ship in quite some time, but I definitely hold some influence on the islands. At least one of them I could safely still call my island if I really wish it, but the only place that I'd rather steer clear of is the Grim Talbot, for obvious reasons. The Charybdis Marauders are not friends of mine.
No, we're good.
They're not a friend of anyone's, no. But, all right. Shabazpur Islands it is.
Works for me. Dozer, if you no longer need to head up towards Amalrian, then do you need us to drop you off somewhere, or do you want to stick it out with us for a little longer?
I think we could use all the help we could get, Dozer.
Dozer looks at all of you, again, expressionless, given the configuration of their face. And he thinks for a second. Honestly, I think that if my friends were here, they would tell me to stick it out with you. And from what I've seen, yes, you do need all the help you can get.
I slap him on the pauldron. Truer words never spoken. Well, you have my vote for staying aboard.
I love new friends because I don't know how to make them. So I'm happy to have you aboard.
Well, you do know how to make them. You just don't know how to earn the friendship part, I think.
Yes, correct. I know how to make them. I know how to trick them into liking me. I don't know how to keep them.
Well then, since it sounds like we have an accord, then, Captain, you have your heading.
Here we go.
And that is where we will leave it for tonight.
Ooh.
Freaking
I love your
cool.
nana. I love your nana.
We're gonna get ourselves a pirate army.
Expecting to see Harper this game. I'm so excited.
This is so cool, dude.
Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time to see what happens as our lovely, adventurous crew has taken on some new members, and we are now headed to the Shabazpur Islands, and perhaps the formation of a pirate army? Who knows? We love you. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And may you roll nothing but nat 20s. Love you all. Bye.
Night.
Good night.